Hey John, I'm totally confused on the whole open source movement. I know you're really smart. Do you think you could help me?
Sure thing, Beth. What don't you get?
Everything. But let's start by talking about this Richard Stallman person.
Oh, that's easy. I know all about him. He is a software freedom activist and a computer programmer. He launched the GNU project, which created a free Unix-like operating system.
Wait a second. You lost me. What is the GNU project?
The GNU project came about when Richard Stallman wanted to create a free operating system that could compete with the Unix operating system.
Okay, that makes sense. But what does Richard Stallman have to do with the open source movement?
Well, he basically started the whole thing. But for him, no one had ever thought that you could free anything when it came to computers. But Richard Stallman changed that with the GNU project. After he saw the impact it had, he began to think that obtaining information itself should be free. He began the free software movement and founded the Free Software Foundation. He also pioneered the concept of copyleft.
Wow. Okay, take a deep breath, John. That was a lot of information and I got most of it, but I've never heard of this copyleft thing. What is it?
Copyleft is the exact opposite of copyright. It is a type of licensing agreement where the author can give every person who receives a copy of a work permission to reproduce, distribute, or adapt that work.
Alright, that's pretty cool. So Richard Stallman was really important for the open source movement because he started it all. If it wasn't for him, there would be nothing like Wikipedia around.
And how did you jump to that conclusion?
Well, I was reading up on the creation of Wikipedia and I found out that the reason for it being created was to give everyone in the world free access to knowledge.
I know that part. I use Wikipedia all the time, but that still doesn't tell me how Richard Stallman is connected to Wikipedia.
He isn't directly connected to Wikipedia, but because of his radical ideas, Jimmy Wales, owner of the Wikimedia Foundation and creator of Wikipedia, would have never thought to create this totally free website.
Okay, that makes sense. But how can you run a totally free website?
Most of the time websites can be completely free, unless it's run almost totally by volunteers.
How can you have a website that is run by volunteers that actually functions?
The website may be run by volunteers, but they are trusted professionals that have a real educated input.
But I heard that anyone can add anything to the site, so how do they keep people from putting fake information on the website?
They have a recent changes page where all the changes that have been made can be viewed. All the changes that are not accurate can be taken down very quickly.
All right, I understand how the website puts up information and how it keeps inaccurate information from being on the website. But how do they have such good information?
When Jimmy Wales founded the website, he enacted a neutral point of view policy. That makes it so that they do not take a stand on any issue, they only give the facts.
That's really cool. Wikipedia is really a website of the future.
If I remember correctly, you were supposed to be the one helping me.
I had a few questions that you did a great job helping me to understand. So do you need help with anything else?
No, not really. But I was wondering, where do you think the open source movement will go from here?
Well, I think the next step would be to create a free, fully functional operating system that can be used on computers today. If we can do that, I think there would be a greater push to have way more free software, like free internet protection and free office software.
Isn't there already free office software?
Hey, I'm helping you, remember?
This open source movement is really great. I hope one day there will be free software for all. Thanks, John. You've helped me a lot. See you around.
You're welcome, Beth, anytime. Bye.